So everybody's having coffee now, but there's a microphone.
Yeah. Can I
Good.
use this?
Okay. So we proudly present FI content now with the very cool applications. And Hugo, you take over, and this is your device for your presentation. Okay, have fun.
How do I switch? With the right? Hey, can you hear me? Hi. Hi, people. So, does anybody want to come here? No, not yet. I'm going to explain you in 2 minutes why you will like FI content. So FI content is a phase 2 project. We are over here on that booth, which is great, with great people presenting great stuff, so don't hesitate to come. So 2 minutes. Let's start. So first, what is FI content? FI content is 3 platforms for media and content. So those 3 platforms are social connected TV with multi-screen interaction, personalized TV experience, etc. Smart city services with live information and live sharing and communication. And superversive games, so which is about augmented reality and citywide games. So what are those 3 platforms and what can they offer you? So on top of those 3 platforms, we have created 20 specific enablers. So you've heard about generic enablers already. Those software blocks are for you to develop great applications. And so here are 2 examples. And we have grouped all these blocks under our 3 platforms. And how can you use that? Those software blocks are available to all developers and SMEs to, like that, as well as FIWARE generic enablers, to create amazing applications in the domains of social connected TV, smart city services, and pervasive games. So how do you use these blocks and what kind of applications can you create? That's what my friends over here, my FI content friends, will be able to explain to you. So let's start with the social connected TV part with 2 more minutes with Miggy.
Thank you. Right there. So I will present you the social connected TV platform. Maybe you can remember, well, the TVs were very big. You have to stand up, switch the channels. Then it goes a little bit better. The TVs go smaller. You have your remote control to change the channels. And today, you not only have your remote control, you can connect your TV with different devices and have some special apps and so on your television and on your second device. So the social connected TV platform wants to bring the future internet to the TV and the TV to the future internet. So we are focusing on different devices and connecting users and devices together. So I want to show you some apps and enablers we were building. So we have the enriched personalized multi-screen scenario with our 2 enablers, the content enrichment and the second screen framework. You have on your TV a video with marked objects where you get further information on your second screen, like some object is there, you can have some other videos in there, go deeper and deeper with information and the video content. So the next thing is the second screen framework. The second screen framework is also at the RAD MediaTek and at the RBB text. There you can see the main content of a HPB TV app on your TV and get further information on your second screen. So discover new content is with the content similarity enabler. You have a recommendation engine in there which can recommend to you some movies, maybe like you make action and make love Arnold Schwarzenegger, then you maybe love Terminator and so on. So for IPTV we have a service called Visio for students where also a recommendation service is in there. And you have a live chat with marked chat things on your TV. And the last one, not the last one, is the audio mining. So you know it's very hard to scan a QR code on the TV. Maybe it's better to get with an audio fingerprinting your information, the connection between the TV and the second device with audio. Okay, and the last enabler is the new enabler from us. It's the HBB TV application toolkit. It's an editor tool to make HBB apps without programming. You can imagine like a CMS for HBB TV apps with very simple clickable HBB TV apps, content enrichment, and second screen. So, now the gaming.
Yes, hello. So I have got 2 minutes to show you what we do in pervasive games, and I need this thing here. The way to do that is, first of all, we have actually 3 tires that we're addressing in the games area. The tire 1 is the games with toys and products, is on the table, small things. Location-based games is medium-sized, like in a booth, local environment, and there's citywide gaming in the entire city. And I'll show you a couple of examples what you can do in this area. The first one is here a game, the Spider game. It's about it's a tabletop game. We're tracking the model here, and we're enhancing it with virtual objects. You can play with the object. You can target rockets at the spider reacts. All of this is real-time synchronized between all of the devices that are looking at that. And this also being reflected in a web browser, so there's web technology here at work. Augmented Resistance is again a tabletop game. And again, we're tracking the target that you see here, and we're using the model, the sphere in the middle, to capture the illumination, and we illuminate the virtual objects so they fit into the real environment. The next one is location-based gaming, AR Pics. This is an application where you can pose, you can create a picture of yourself with a virtual avatar. This demo was actually shown in New York at Grand Central Station to large numbers of people. That's an application you can actually find in the App Store today, and you can see more here at the booth. AR Traveler is another game, a location-based game. We have a real object. We enhance that real object with virtual geometry, and then the people kind of collaborate and compete with each other to play the game. It's a prototype here, and again, we need to synchronize the 3D geometry among all of the players. This is a really nice game. We're in the Tier 3 in citywide games. We have the Kinect machine to track the motion of a real human, and we take that motion and translate it into the motion in the virtual world. Again, we synchronize this between different devices. Finally, Skyline is another citywide game where we track the skyline in the city, and we use that as the basis for a traditional jump and run game. And so you can have this small character jump across the skyline. And so again, this is being enabled here with the technology we're developing in FIWARE. And finally, we have SkyWars app. That was shown as a large computer graphics conference. We're tracking objects in the 3D world, and you can interact with them. It's actually also in the App Store already, and there is a web-based version of this game, so 3D graphics in the web browser together with augmented reality already working. And you see this all in the booth over there. Thanks.
On the smart city services side, we're just going to present you all the amazing technologies that have been developed around here. We're going to present some of them. Most of the work have been revolving around services for citizens. So there's been a lot of work around ergonomy and providing valuing data. There's also been some much work done around social networks. Also a way to evaluate what's around us, especially on public social networks, because we need this information to be valuable in general. There's also been lots of work around open data, which is obviously one of the main challenges of today's society. But beyond this, the future internet is more than just amazing technologies. We cannot accept that users are just people who are users of tomorrow's technologies. We want them to be also creators, so that they can build tomorrow's business models. We need them, and we need this platform. This portal will integrate all the FI content, WP3 technologies, FI content, and much more. What we want is that in a single click, even kids and real pros could make tomorrow's business model and real apps in the real world. And obviously, make new business models and apps for everyone.
So as Loic said, we have a social network enabler, and to sort of eat our own dog food, we created an ECFI app from that social network enabler. You can get it on the Play Store. It's not in the iOS store now, but you can get it via this QR code. And what does it do? As I said, it's in the Google Play Store now for the Android users, and it's a social network which is the MVP of social networks. It's a Facebook without Facebook. It's completely open source. You own your own data, and it gives you what you would expect from a social network, which lets you log in simply with your name. It takes an ID from your phone just to recognize you, and we implemented the agenda of the ECFI into that. But also you can do simple status updates. And you can take selfies, and you can add cat content if you want to. So you can make a photograph and post it, and everybody in this room can see it if they choose to download this app. If you could feel adventurous, you could even do Loic and cats. You can post text, images, and photos from the gallery, and you can like and comment on that exactly as you would expect from a Facebook clone. Additionally, we added a map view, which lets you see where you did the status updates on a map. And we have a timeline view, bringing this into a smarter context, which is the time part. As I said, the source code is available on GitHub, and it's completely open source, and you can install it within 5 minutes. Or if you take Loic's machine, you don't even have to have developer qualification for that. I'll present the QR code again. Go ahead and download it and share the status updates. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Question. One question.
Sure. The social network enabler. Yeah. It's on GitHub. It's PPNet because, well, just a name. But if you PPNet, but if you go to mediafi.org, there's a tile saying social network enabler, and just step over to the booth and I'll show it to you. Cool.
Hugo, you again?
Yeah, so there are posters of the ECFI app pretty much everywhere in the room, and if you don't find them, you can still come and see us at the FI content booth. We will be there to explain all that we've just presented.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hugo. Thank you, Hugo. Yeah, I'm online again. Okay, and the next presentation is about Fitman. It's all about manufacturing and generic enablers, and we will see how this works together, right? Okay.
Okay, thank you. I've been specially flown over from the UK, not to present Fitman, but just to really be the time filler between us and getting the next show on the road. In terms of the conference, I think one of the things that we haven't done is really thank Alexander for all the hard work that he's been doing to put it all together. So a big round of applause for Alexander, please. Yes, that was a really huge round of applause. Okay. In terms of Fitman, what we've got then is the Fitman booth just down the bottom there, and it's more about the. We're just waiting for the screen to sort of change over. Just about using specific and generic enablers inside the manufacturing arena. We've got basically 6 trials exhibiting at the center, and in total, there's 10 trials in total. What we'll see behind me, you ready? Yeah, yep. What you'll see behind me is two of the trials, which is the Whirlpool trial and also the TRW trial, which basically gives you a bit of a flow of what we're doing from the sort of Fitman point of view. Okay. So this is basically the sort of the background on Whirlpool, but while we sort of get the whole screen on the show, what we've done is we've actually discovered three different areas or targeted three different areas. One is the digital factories, one is the virtual factories, and one is the smart factories. And what we've done is basically divide off the different categories between the different partners. And what we're basically doing is one of the difficulties from the manufacturing point of view is to see how generic enablers fit into the manufacturing world. It's more about the actual processes involved rather than producing anything specifically new. What you've typically got is operations taking place within manufacturing companies, and within the manufacturing companies we're always looking at how we can actually pull some of that data up to the cloud. It's usually looking at sort of supplier data, and what we've got here then is a number of processes that you can see that we go through to pull information from the shop floor and put it up to the cloud. We've tested quite a number of the generic enablers, and we've actually produced a catalog of specific enablers, which again is available on the web. One of the things that we did do was an open call as well, and we invited 3 new partners to join the Fitman team. What we've got then is Magnify, Elite and Asset Kit that join the Fitman team, and again part of the idea now is to enhance the use of the generic enablers within the processing plant. Okay, finally. Okay, so you can see again from the screen point of view, you can see from the Whirlpool case, what we're looking for is actually looking at some of the shop floor data being pulled together, looking at the process combinations and starting to deploy some of that infrastructure ready for suppliers to tap into. Within the sort of shop floor sort of side of it, there's also the smart objects view, where you can basically pick up any information about the process anywhere in the cycle. So one of the other things that is obviously going to take place is going to be the third call. So the phase 3 open calls, which we'll be looking for additional companies, as we sort of mentioned before. There's a booth just over the other side to sort of maybe put your ideas in terms of how we can look at the manufacturing processes. As I said, any technical details is available at the booth, and a lot of the technologies that we see up here are actually available and ready for display. So I think really, as I said, this is just a sort of loop on there. I think that's about it from my side of it. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers.
So thank you, Gesh. And the next one is from FI Space. It's about logistics, and Haluk is coming already to the stage. Hello, Haluk. So we know something about the latest effort to create another logistic platform. Can we say that?
Of course.
All right, okay, then go ahead.
Thank you very much. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Haluk Gökmen. I am the dissemination manager of FI-Space platform. The FI-Space is coming, if you look at the history, 2 successful first case projects, Finest, which was dealing with transport and logistics, and smart agri-food, which was also active in the smart agri-food and logistic areas. If you look at the concept and the conceptual architecture of FiSpace and smart agri-food, this is FIWARE-enabled cloud platform, which has an application store, app store, containing applications in different areas, but basically for the first phase, the transport, logistic, and agri-food, and which has also connection to local information systems like Internet of Things, sensors, actuators, all data, and also the company's existing legacy systems. And then users are enabled to access anywhere, anytime their data and their applications via internet connection. And the FiSpace is combining all these two and creating a business collaboration environment for the users. The technical architecture, I don't want to talk about this. We can provide details at the booth. But I would like to give short information about the partners. Our coordinator is from Wageningen, DLO Institute from Wageningen University. If you look at the partners, the trial partners are real life users. I mean, like Marintech and NCL, active in maritime systems and ship container systems. Arçelik is in white goods manufacturing, and Kühne+Nagel, one of the biggest logistic and service providers worldwide. And if you look at the technical partners, these are active partners providing ICT solutions to their customers globally. And then we have also knowledge and networking partners providing additional knowledge and also extending information to the communities, users, and stakeholders. And if you look at our approach, we have a FiSpace platform, which is enabling application developers to provide their applications to our FiStore app store. If we have a new user who needs in different areas, sector could be tourism or manufacturing or health sector, which needs some applications from FiSpace App Store, then one of the business architects can combine applications from existing App Store and forms a new solution or instance of FiSpace, and then enables this end user to use in their business development scenarios, these applications. These applications could be also extended by new developed or extending applications as well. So I would like to present shortly this spraying scenario. France farmer, for example, growing tomatoes, and who needs an expert advice in handling disease against tomatoes. He can use the existing applications in App Store, getting these details from the we have weather information, spraying expert advice, and also spraying certification applications available already in platform. When he starts this request, and then all this information created through the platform gets some additional information, and based on his geographic location and the weather situation and also the status of the tomatoes, he can get additional, let's say, spraying information from this expert advice and then try to prevent this disease on their tomato field. And if you look at the platform, you can mesh up existing applications. We have basically some initial applications developed by the FiSpace project partners. These are product information service, logistic planning, business profile, marketplace operation, real-time business service license agreement management. And we had also domain-specific applications in transport, logistic, and agri-food. In addition to this, open calls, we have acquired new partners to provide additional applications, which are in crop protection information sharing, greenhouse management, up to tailored information for consumers. For example, we have one of the import and export consumer goods application is transport demand application and shipment status application. at this applications, for example, one of the, let's say, Arçelik's supply chain guy can easily demand one transport of their goods and then follow up all the shipment status through from the origin to the destination point. And we have, in addition to the base partners in the open call, we have additional partners, and they are also within the consortium now. And the FI-Space ecosystem development, if you look at the existing platform and the sectors, we have originally transport, logistic, and agri-food, but this is not limited because this platform is business-to-business collaboration platform. It can enable anyone in health sector or tourism or education or manufacturing, okay, to get this business-to-business collaboration platform and extend with existing and plus new applications, and then use their legacy systems also within the configuration. So we have in the third phase 4 accelerator projects working on or using FI-Space platform. This is the Smart Agri-Food 2. It will be dealing with smart farming, livestock, arable, and horticulture. And the fractals, more or less the same topic, but in the Balkan region. And the Finnish is dealing with agri-logistics, and Speed Up Europe is agro-business park. Totally, they will issue 16 million euros applications for the SMEs. And for details, you can visit also their stands here and also come to the FI-Space booth at the exhibition area. And the exploitation of FI-Space, we are working on FI-Space Foundation to create an open source platform. And then based on this platform, there are also some already engaged partners dealing with creating commercial platforms to bring services globally. This is in agri-food, logistic, and automotive sectors. And basically the business usages, application developers can develop applications and get their revenues from the system. And the pre-configuration creates additional, let's say, programs and applications based on the real-life users. And for real-life users, this is normally access fee is only pay per usage. For that reason, it's beneficial for everyone in the platform. So the what FI-Space is offering to the accelerators, basically, it's a FIWARE-based cloud platform. We are just isolating the some of the, let's say, difficulties and using open Bitbucket environment for APIs and tutorials. And also additional FIWARE GEs are possible to utilize here. And existing base of applications, we have already a number of applications developed, and with the accelerator projects, there will be around 150, totally 200 applications available on the platform. And there will be also existing community of users in transport, logistic, and agri-food businesses. And also we have this software development kit available. And also we have one experimentation environment. You can combine, upload your application and test your application within the system. And just if you need some detailed information, please visit us, our booth on the right-hand side. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Aluk. So now we come to the last presentation of the applications. This is, oh yeah, is Michael coming for energy? So, okay, future internet and energy. I mean, some people say that internet technology and energy doesn't fit at all. Huh? So because of, I don't know, security issues and so on, but you have a different opinion to that, right?
Yes, exactly. In our field, why we show the optimization between different energy careers, electrical engineering and thermal side.
All right.
And
we will see that
now.
Okay.
Stellst du das ein?
Ja, ich mach's rein.
Das ist das erste, genau. Erst das erste. Geht noch nicht groß. Ja, aber wenn der Touchscreen nicht funktioniert, ne? Der Touchscreen funktioniert nicht, ne? Ja. Ah, doch, richtig. Okay. My name is Michael Dietlerhoff, and I would like to give you an overview about the Hylje project, and especially Work Package 1 of FINESC, Future Internet Providing Sustainable Smart City Energy. I would like to say a few words about Hylje, which is in Malmö, Sweden. We'll show you a video with an introduction, then saying some more about the things we are actually doing there, the optimization, and I will close this short presentation with a view in our live application. So talking about Hylje, the main goal, the vision is actually to make Hylje one of the most climate smart city districts in the Öresund region, and in particular to demonstrate how future internet can contribute to efficient and robust demand-side management. We are doing optimization of demand and supply across different energy carriers. So not only electrical side, electrical optimization, but in particular also on the thermal side. So to show you what Hylje is all about, I would like to refer to this video. If it's working. Alexander? Doesn't work, huh?
Malmös politiker har bestämt sig för att 2030 så ska Malmö vara försörjt av 100% förnybar energi. I stadsdelen Hylje så provar vi de lösningar som vi sen vill använda i hela staden. 2020 så ska stadsdelen vara försörjd av 100% förnybar eller återvunnen energi. Vi har tecknat ett klimatkontrakt tillsammans med VA Syd som arbetar med vatten och avfall och energibolaget E.ON.
E.ON är med i samverkan för att skapa Öresundsregionens klimatsmartaste stadsdel. Hur kan vi uppnå en energibalans över året som är 100% förnybar eller återvunnen? Och det är då vi arbetar med lösningar inom begreppet smarta nät, smart grids. Och där tar vi fram ett energy management-system för Hylje som kommer vara då hjärnan som kommer kunna ha intelligensen att se hur vi behöver anpassa konsumtionen utifrån prognoser, väderprognoser, produktionsprognoser från vind till exempel. Vi tittar också på hur vi kan få in så mycket lokal produktion i Hylje som möjligt i form av solenergi. Fastigheterna kan vara distributionsnätet eller fjärrvärmenätets förlängda arm. Hur kan man utnyttja fastigheten på ett smart sätt? Att lagra energi i fastigheten. Kanske en anpassning efter hur mycket jag producerar i min anläggning som jag har på taket i min fastighet. Och hur kan vi ta tillvara på den energin som är förnybar när den produceras i tiden? Det är en stor utmaning. Konsumenten går från att kanske inte bara konsumera energi utan att även producera. Vi diskuterar ju väldigt mycket de frågorna. Hur får vi med att skapa incitament i brukarleden eller konsumentledet med olika typer av system för visualisering av energi. Mätningen är ju viktig såklart också. Mäta för att kunna visualisera och sen på sikt också styra. Och den styrningen kan göras både automatiserat och beteendestyrt så att säga. Att man går in och aktivt agerar utifrån en information som man har som konsument.
Just VA Syds insats i Hylje, det handlar mycket om att det ska vara lätt att göra rätt. Det är kanske människan vi ska sätta i centrum snarare än tekniken. Det här med att göra rätt. Väldigt många av oss vill göra rätt, men ibland blir det inte så. Och helt plötsligt så kommer man in i det här med beteendefrågor. Så i Hylje så kommer vi jobba mycket med avfallslösningarna. Att få folk, utan att behöva tänka efter, att få dem att göra rätt. Och vi har myntat ett litet begrepp som vi kallar det intelligenta soprummet. Och det är bland annat att ha genomskinliga soptunnor för just förpackningar och liknande. Så att man ser att man gör rätt.
Hur kan den här nya stadsdelen också då visa på hur man kan se transporten som en viktig roll i ett smart nät? Att lagra in energi i elbilar när tillgängligheten på förnybar energi är hög. Att man faktiskt kan se bilen som inte bara en last i energisystemet utan också en resurs.
2020 redan så ska denna stadsdelen vara försörjd av 100% förnybar eller återvunnen energi. Det här driver utvecklingen för de företagen som vill vara med för att nå det här målet. Vi samarbetar med byggherrarna här ute i stadsdelen Hyllie. Byggherrarna i sin tur, de sätter egna mål för den egna fastigheten, hur högt de vill sikta, och sen utvecklar vi systemen tillsammans.
Okay, I think this gave an overview about what Hyllie is all about. And perfect. Coming back to the Hyllie project itself, I would like to focus a little bit on the main core, the Hyllie Energy Management System. In the Hyllie project, we use the Hyllie Energy Management System, which is a platform which receives, for example, price data, weather forecasts, forecasts of generation, including the CO2 emissions, and it communicates with every building, which has a building management system within the building, to do optimization of demand and supply. The building management system in the buildings can steer both the heat loads and also the electrical loads. And main core are the following GE prime candidates. For example, we could use the big data generator enabler to find correlations, for example, between the heat consumption of the building and the weather, or the complex event processing, GE, which could tell us, based on historical data, okay, soon the heat is not enough in the building, so please do something. Yeah, there are plenty of solutions. And talking about what we are actually optimizing, or how we can visualize this optimization. Here's a view of the web user interface, which I will also show later in the live application a little bit. It enables us to activate the optimization. So in general, we could, from here, activate the optimization of the heating loads in Malmö right now. It's the system monitoring, and we can also export the data. So what is this about? The optimization of multiple energy carriers, mainly electrical and thermal, to obtain cleaner and better energy for sure. So, for example, we do cost optimization by price signals. Here we can see the price signals, and here we see the offset of the supply temperature from the heating system. And what we can see is, okay, in times of high prices, we reduce the supply temperature of the heating system, but nevertheless, we keep the comfort level of the building, of the customer, stable. So he's always happy, but we were able to shift loads. So how does it work in general? The E.ON optimization engine, which is the main platform, sends a signal to the building entity, to the building management system, which has the knowledge about the thermal inertia of the building, for example, which has all the knowledge about the building. And this building management system then steers the identified loads. Can be electrical loads, mainly until now they are thermal loads. So cleaner and better energy is obtained on this way. And when we are talking about which loads are actually optimized, for example, in the first building, Ruffastigator, we optimize the underfloor heating by suggesting or by addressing the supply temperature. We can also steer the radiators in the basement, or due to solar collectors, using flexibility given by solar, by water tanks, by accumulators, which are connected to the solar collectors. So here's again an overview about the web user interface, and now I would like to switch into the web user interface just for a short second. Let's see.
Okay, super.
Funktioniert's noch? Funktioniert nicht?
Nee, ist wieder Username, Passwort. Muss wieder neu ergeben. Ich weiß nicht warum.
Ja, dann das Passwort ist ja gesichert. Ist Aachen? Ja, Benutzername ist Aachen. Ja, klick mal an. Ah. Passwort war...
Ja, genau.
Ah, okay.
Hab ich, alles klar.
Super. Da fehlt das H beim Benutzername, ne? Bei Aachen. Bei Aachen fehlt das H.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, everything is well secured here, so that it's not possible to steer the loads right now. Yeah. Thank you. So this is actually the overview about the web user interface. Unfortunately, the heating season did not start in Malmö yet. So if the heating season would have been started, there was actually more to see. But what we can see here, for example, is the current status about all the data connectors where we receive data from. For example, the Nord Pool prices. We receive weather data. We receive data from the first building, roof fasti data. Here in the map, we actually see the first buildings which are connected. Here we have the buildings which are connected to the thermal optimization, and this building in the north is connected to the district cooling optimization. And Alexander, kannst du mir noch einmal helfen? Kannst du noch einmal runterzoomen? Das geht irgendwie nicht. Ich müsste einmal ganz nach unten. Ganz nach unten, just one second. It's not working that well. Genau, und jetzt gehst du auf Building Report. Unten links. Unten links? Bei links, unten. Warte, entschuldige. Du gehst hier auf runter. Ah, perfect, sorry. So here is the building report, and what we actually see for the building for roof fascinator is, as a live update, in gray, the district heating grid prices, and in red, the outdoor temperature profile. And if this is working, kannst du einmal nach unten gehen? Ah, no, das funktioniert. And, wow, irgendwie funktioniert das nicht so richtig, ne? Ah, yeah, perfect. And what we could actually see if the heating season in Malmö would have started is that, for example, in times of high prices, the supply temperature of the building management system of the heating system is going down. Yeah? So in times of high prices, we reduce the supply temperature and shift it, when we increase the supply temperature again, into times of low prices. So this was just a short overview about the Hyllie field trial, where we are doing optimization across different energy careers. Until now, focusing on the thermal side. If you have questions, the Finesk booth is right over there, and just feel free to come around. Thank you very much.